As of March 2026, APC controls 30 to 31 governors across Nigeria. Their opponents in the ADC coalition, 0, not one sitting governor. And if that wasn't enough, APC has already flipped 3 out of 5 Southeast governors to their side. Just imagine, 3 out of 5. So on paper, this should be over. Tinubu should be able to relax. In fact, the governor of Edo State literally told him to. In quotes, relax and focus on commissioning projects rather than campaigning. But here's what is interesting. Despite all of that, the Southeast and Middle Belt Alliance is still standing, still organizing, still signing agreements, and guess what? They are 27 million voters strong. So who actually wins this battle before 2027? That is what we are breaking down today. Stay with me. Now let me lay out both sides clearly so you understand what we are actually dealing with. On the APC side, 30 to 31 governors as of March 2026, that's out of 36 states in Nigeria. Governor Monday Okpebholo of Edo State confirmed this at a rally in Benue City on March 4th, and the defections are still coming from PDP, from Labour Party, in fact, from the ADC in particular.
When we say it is settled in Edo State, do we mean it or not? When we say 2.5 million votes, do we mean it or not? That man, today, we already have 30 governors. Now 31. Where Atiku came from, the governor is now with us. Another one is coming again. And another one is coming again.
In the Southeast specifically, APC currently holds Imo State under Hope Uzodinma. They hold Ebonyi under Francis, and in a significant move, Enugu Governor Peter Umba recently defected from PDP to APC. That's 3 out of 5 Southeast states now under APC.
And I'm sure there's some moves here. So, any effective member of APC from Southeast, we have a strong reason, because of our performing governors, to support the president.
Their target is clear. Southeast APC leaders have publicly stated they want to control all 5 Southeast states before 2027. The remaining 2 are Abia, currently Labour Party, and Anambra, currently ABGA. On the alliance side, the Southeast has about 11.5 million registered voters. The North Central, which is largely Middle Belt, has about 15.7 million registered voters. Combined, that's over 27 million people. That's like almost 4 times the size of Lagos. So the question isn't whether the numbers exist. The question is whether those numbers can be turned into actual votes against a party that controls most of the governors who run the ground machinery. Now let me explain what APC is doing in the Southeast, because this is not just governors defecting randomly. This is a structured plan. In January 2026, Southeast APC governors met in Enugu at a gathering they called Uzu Uma, which means a family meeting in Igbo. At that meeting, they formally endorsed Tinubu as their consensus candidate for 2027. Governors Uzodinma Umba and Iwinfiru all stood together and made it official. Their argument to the Igbo people is this: stop being in perpetual opposition, come to the center of power. That's how you get federal appointments, infrastructure and recognition. And they are backing it with projects. They are pointing to the second Niger bridge, completed under Buhari, but now being credited to the APC era. They are pointing to road rehabilitation on Enugu-Onitsha and Onitsha-Owerri roads. They have set up the Southeast Development Commission to channel federal funds into the region, and they are going after the youth too. They have reportedly recruited Obi Kubana, the well-known businessman and socialite, as a grassroots coordinator targeting young entrepreneurs in the Southeast. The message to the Igbo people is simple. Peter Obi cannot give you the presidency right now, but staying with APC gets you something real today. So are we saying it is a transactional argument? For some people, especially those tired of being on the losing side, it's actually working. But here's where the conversation shifts completely, because in the Middle Belt, the argument is not about governance or political strategy. It is about survival. And according to Amnesty International data, more than 6,896 people were killed in Benue State alone between 2024 and May 2025. That's like nearly 7,000 people in one state in just over a year. In June 2025, gunmen attacked a village called Yeletawa in Benue State at night. Families were sleeping. Between 160 to 200 people were killed in a single night with rifles, with machete, with fuel. So right now, over 500,000 people in Benue alone are registered as internally displaced. They cannot go back to their homes. And the question the middle beds keep asking is the same one they have been asking for years. Where is the federal government? So, the Middle Belt Forum, which represents over 300 ethnic communities across 14 states, has been direct about their position. Their spokesperson, Luca, has said clearly that the MBF has not changed their stance since 2023. They are aligned with the Southern opposition, but they have added a very specific condition this time. They will only support a Southern presidential candidate who signs a written agreement. That's like a formal, documented pact promising to address the security crisis and end the neglect of the Middle Belt region. So, they are not handing over their vote on trust anymore. They want it in writing. Please, before I continue, if this breakdown is giving you a clearer picture of what is really happening ahead of 2027, do me a favor, share this video, post it on your WhatsApp status, drop it in a group chat. The more people understand the full picture, the harder it is for anyone to feed them half-truths. Now, let's talk about the opposition alliance itself, because despite everything APC is doing, this coalition is more structured than most people realize. There is a body called the Southern and Middle Belt Leadership Forum. It brings together 4 major regional organizations. That's first, Ohanaeze Ndigbo, representing the Igbo Southeast, the Middle Belt Forum, representing Central Nigeria, PANDEF, representing the Niger Delta, and Afenifere, representing the Southwest Yoruba. Before 2023, they agreed that power should remain in the South for at least 2 terms. That's when they backed Peter Obi together. So in July 2025, the ADC coalition was officially unveiled in Abuja. Peter Obi and former Vice Presidential Atiku Abubakar stood together and announced it as their 2027 platform. So, in short, the Southeast Democratic Forum quickly endorsed it, and youth movements like the Village Boys movement launched in February 2026. And they have been going community by community to build grassroots support that doesn't depend on governors. Honestly, that last part is important because they know they have no governors. So they are trying to build a structure that works without them. Now, let me be completely honest with you here, because this is the path most political commentators avoid saying clearly. In Nigerian elections, governors are not just symbolic. They control the local government chairman. They direct the party agents at every single polling unit. They have the logistic, the cash, and the network to move people on election day. When the APC formed in 2013 before the 2015 elections, they came in with 16 sitting governors already on board. That infrastructure is a huge part of why they beat Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. The ADC coalition right now has 0 sitting governors and APC has 30 to 31. On top of that, 3 of the 5 Southeast governors have now endorsed Tinubu, which means in the very region the opposition is counting on as their stronghold. APC already has structural presence. Now, does that mean the alliance cannot win? Not necessarily. 2015 showed that a well-organized opposition can beat a sitting government, but it required governors, structure, and discipline working together. The ADC coalition needs at least some of that to close the gap. There's one more thing you need to know, and this one is uncomfortable for the opposition. Ohanaeze Ndigbo, the Apex Igbo organization, is not speaking with one voice. One faction is fully behind the ADC coalition. They want a Southeast presidential candidate on the ticket, and they have committed to opposing APC. But another faction, a significant one, is saying something completely different. They are saying no Igbo person should contest against Tinubu in 2027. Their argument that the path to an Igbo presidency runs through APC, and that the earliest realistic window is 2031 or even 2035. Come to the center first, get influence, then push for the presidency later. That is a real debate happening inside Igbo leadership right now, not on social media, in actual meetings between elders. And if that division deepens before 2027, it weakens the entire foundation the opposition alliance is built on. So here's where I stand after looking at all of this. APC is the most structurally powerful party Nigeria has ever seen going into an election. 31 governors, infrastructure in every state, defections still coming. Their Southeast strategy is smart, well-funded, and it's already working. But structural power is not the same as popular support, and the middle belt angers is not political. It is personal, because when your village is attacked and 200 people are killed in one night, no governor, no federal project, no amount of political messaging changes how you feel in that voting booth. The opposition's 27 million voters are not imaginary. The alliance is real. It is documented, and it is more organized than it was in 2023. The question is not whether the votes exist. The question is whether the opposition can build enough ground structure to make sure those votes are cast and counted. That's the battle for 2027, and it's already started. Before you go, I want to hear what you think. With APC controlling 30 to 31 governors, do you believe the Southeast and Middle Belt Alliance can still make a real difference in 2027? Please drop your honest take in the comments. And that's the full breakdown. If this particular update gives you a clearer picture, hit that like button right now. Subscribe and turn on your notifications because we have more of this coming. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.